Hi, boys and girls. Today we are solving word problems involving measurement. So, after this lesson, you should know what is a word problem, how to convert distance, which is length as well, volume, and mass. Why do we need to learn the skills to solve word problems, and how to solve different scenarios where measurement is used? Now, a word problem is when they give you a calculation but it's in a sentence. So you have to listen or read very carefully to know what type of calculation you have to do. Am I multiplying, subtracting, adding, or dividing? Now, for measurement, it's very important that you know how to convert volume, length, and mass. Now, when we talk about length, we are talking about kilometers, meters, centimeters, and millimeters. Here on the screen, I gave you the conversion of length, volume, and mass. It's very important that you go and study this. You need to know this because when you're going to see with the word problems, when you work in units, units is your meters, centimeters, kilogram, gram, and so forth, you need to work in the same unit. So it's very important for you to know how to convert. Here you will see for length, 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meters. That means if I'm running 3 kilometers, you will be running 3,000 meters. 1 meter equals to 100 centimeters. So you've got 5 meters. How many centimeters will that be? Yes, 500 centimeters. And then you've got centimeter. 1 centimeter equals to 10 millimeters. This is stuff you already did in grade 3. So go and recap. Make sure you know how to do these conversions. Convert volume. When we talk about units of volume, we talk about liter and milliliter. 1 liter equals to 1,000 milliliters. So when you're in the shop with somebody and you take a bottle of cool drink or milk, whatever, that's measured in volume, tell the person you are with, this is 1.5 liters, so this will be 1,500 milliliters. And the person with you can correct you if you're not right. In that way, you can practice your conversion of mass, mass, length, and volume. When we look at mass, we're going to talk about the units kilogram and gram. So 1 kilogram equals to 1,000 grams. So let's start with our word problems. I cut 45 centimeters of a 2-meter ribbon. How much ribbon was left? There's a problem. The problem is that my units are not the same. You need to get your units the same, and that's why you need to know how to convert. Now you know that 100 centimeters equals to, when we go back, there you go. 100 centimeters equals to 1 meter. So to get my 2 meters to centimeters, I am going to times it with 100. So this will give me 200 centimeters. Now my units are the same and it's easy to do your calculation. How much ribbon was left? So I've had something and I took a little bit. What calculation do you think we are going to use? If I took something, it got smaller or less. So that means I'm going to divide or I am going to subtract. In this case, I didn't divide anything. I just took something. So I'm going to subtract. So this calculation will be 200 centimeters minus 45 centimeters. Can you think if I say 2 meters minus 45 centimeters, how difficult that calculation for you would have been? So now I can say I can't take there, and that answer will be 155 centimeters will be left. Remember in these word problems, we are coaching you and teaching you how to read your question. We're not focusing on the answers now. We want you to see all the terms. That's very important. Okay, here we've got a house. In the first house is Sally's house, then Eric's house, Troy's house, and Bob's house. At the bottom, they gave you information in green. They said 10 miles from Sally's to Troy. Now remember, boys and girls, always look at all the information they gave you. Don't leave something out. Every single thing that you see, a picture, a dot, a word they wrote down, read it, because there might be information in there for you. The distance from Sally's house to Bob's house is twice the distance from Sally's house to Troy's house. Now here's Bob's house, and this is Sally's house. And they said that this is twice the length or distance than the distance from Troy to Sally's house. You can't sit there and think, how should I know how far is it to Troy's house to know how far is it to Bob's house? They gave you the information. Be careful of that. They said here, 10 miles from Sally to Troy. Now, if it is 10 miles from Sally to Troy's house, how far will it be to Bob's house? What do? Twice, I multiply. 2 times means I multiply or I add the same number with each other. So here you will say 10 miles times 2 will give you the distance to Bob's house from Sally's house. Okay. Sarah bought a 2-kilogram bag of cherries at the market and 875 grams. Let me just put the gram there. We can take it out here. It reads easier for you. Sarah bought a 2-kilogram. Who knows what's the problem here? There's another problem. Yes, your units aren't the same. Here I've got kilogram, and here we're talking about gram. Now if you go back, here, kilogram and gram. 1 kilogram equals to 1,000 grams. So now I need to get this kilogram to gram. So I times with 1,000. So 2 times 1,000 will give you 2,000 grams. Always make sure your units are the same, boys and girls, even if you're working with time. If you've got minutes, seconds, make sure you always work with the same units. And now I can start my calculation. Sarah bought a 2-kilogram bag, which is 2,000 grams now, of cherries at the market and 875 grams of them on the way home. How many grams of cherries did Sarah have left by the time she got home? So what happened here? Had a lot of cherries. Some of them are missing now. So what calculation do you have to use? Yes, subtraction. So your calculation will be 2,000 grams minus 175 grams. And we don't care about the answers now. We just want you to see what the calculation will be and how to convert your units. Here we are working with volume. Tina went to the store to buy 3 liters of orange juice for a party. See what I did in the first sentence here now? They wrote the number in words. So immediately take your pencil and go write for yourself 3 liters. So it will stick there and you will know, oh, I'm working with liters now. How many liters? 3 liters. The store only sold the juice she wanted in 500 milliliter cartons. There's a problem again. Remember, it's word problems. We see problems all the time. And what do? That's so clever at home. You solve the problems. So here I've got the problem. I've got liter and milliliter. Okay. How many 500 milliliter cartons did Tina need to buy? Now, if we go back, you will see 1 liter equals to 1,000 milliliters. So now I want to get that liter to milliliters. So I will say times 1,000. And that will give you 3,000 liters. Okay. Tina went to the store to buy 3 liters, 3,000 milliliters. I made a mistake there. Sorry, you guys. Let me just go back there. Let me just see where I went now. I had to write that unit is supposed to be milliliter and not liter. Be very careful not to make the same mistake. There we go. 3,000 milliliters. Okay, now we're back. The store only sold the juice she wanted in 500 milliliter cartons. How many 500 milliliter cartons did Tina need to buy? So she needs 3,000 milliliters. Okay, but did you know that 500 milliliters, obviously you knew, plus 500 milliliters equals to 1 liter. Okay, I need 3 liters. Okay, so if I need 3 liters and I've got only 500 milliliter cartons, I will say 3 liters times 2 equals 6. So I will need 6. So the calculations you are doing here, you can say, let me show you it properly. There's more than one calculation in this word problem. First of all, you had to make the 3 liters 3,000 milliliters. Second, the next thing you needed to know, you had to know that 500 plus 500 equals 1,000. So I can't buy 1 liter. So if I need 3 liters, I have to times it with 2. And then I'm going to need 6 500 milliliter cartons. So don't think when you read a word problem that there might be only one problem to solve. There might be more than one. Be very careful, boys and girls, when you are doing your word problems. Read carefully and read all the information. Have a good one. Goodbye.